So I realized that I've had the Comp 262AH camshafts in this car for over a year now, and I haven't done a review or sound video dedicated to the cams. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So the engine in this thing, I built it about a year and a half ago. It's a aluminum Texid block, and I decided to get the comp cams kind of at the last minute, and I decided to get the 262s, thinking that I might be able to run them without changing the springs, the valve springs. And that ended up being a problem. I was getting valve float with the valves, so I had to change the springs out. So if you're going to run the 262AHs, which is for the PI heads, this engine has a PI head swap with a PI intake. The lift on the PI heads is like 550 or something, so you really need to get springs, even if you're going to run the 262s. And Comp doesn't refer to them as stage 1, 2, and 3. They call them 262 AHs, 270 AHs, and 278 AHs. And if it has an AH after the number, it's for the PI head. If it just has a H, or I can't remember what it was for the NPI one. So why did I get the comp cams? It was kind of a last minute decision. Like I said, Summit had them in stock, ordered them up, put them in the engine. And I'm really glad that I did, because the drivability with these cams is great. They sound great. This engine has a little bit higher compression. It's about 10.5 to 1. But the tuning too on this thing, it took very little tuning to get this thing to idle. It dies occasionally in parking lots under tight turning or some occasions, but overall it's got great drivability, good torque. I'll put a link up here to when it was dynoed. It made about 290 wheel horsepower, so a little over 300, probably 330 horsepower. Let's have a listen. Also, this car has MagnaFlow catback that just dumps off, and off-road BBK X pipe with the factory exhaust manifold. So what's my final take on the 262 AHs? I love them. They make really good power. They got good drivability, easy tunability, and the car shakes around just a little bit. And if you know the sound of a Mustang, you know that this doesn't just have a stock engine.